Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I have a little product showcase in the form of a full grounding kit from Nissanity. My reasons for installing a grounding kit are to reduce load on the electrical system when the air conditioning or fans turn on, as well as the typical benefits of a grounding kit such as improved throttle response, improved power, and just overall better grounding. All of the items featured in this video are available from the Nissanity website, which I have posted in the description below and in the pinned comment. If you'd like to purchase a kit for yourself, use discount code JTUBE during checkout to receive 5% off your entire order. The kit I received includes 4 grounding wires cut to precise length for their recommended locations. These wires are made from 4-gauge automotive grade wire and dual insulated with tinned copper ends and glued shrink tubing for optimal performance and protection against corrosion. New M6 10mm bolts will be used to attach most of the cables. I also received new battery terminals for both the positive and negative posts, along with a 2-gauge replacement negative ground cable that is also double insulated with glued shrink tubing and tinned copper ends. All of the ground wires are of the highest quality and made right here in the USA. So we'll start by removing the negative cable from the battery, then use a 12mm to remove the positive cable from the original positive terminal. Then remove the terminal from the battery. Next, I used a 10mm to remove the 2 bolts holding the tiny negative battery cable to the chassis, and then remove the cable. Here's a look at the old negative cable and the positive terminal. And here's a look at what we are replacing them with. Start by putting the new positive terminal on the battery and tightening it down. This helps keep it in place when you reinstall the cable. There was some slight corrosion on my positive cable connection, so it doesn't hurt to do a little cleaning if necessary. Then reinstall the positive cable and tighten down the 12mm nut. I then attached the new negative battery cable to the chassis using one of the original holes and a new M6 10mm bolt as provided. Next, you can attach the wire to the new negative battery terminal with the 12mm nut. I tightened it by hand away from the battery post and then set it aside until the rest of the grounding kit was installed. Order of installation for the ground cables is up to you. I started with the 20-inch cable that goes from the driver's side strut tower to the top of the throttle body. From there, you'll want to install the 12-inch cable that goes from the engine cover bracket mount on the side of the head to the top of the throttle body, since it shares a mounting bolt with the 20-inch cable. I had previously removed my engine cover bracket, so I had to dig through my bolt box for a replacement, but it is M8 in size. The 11-inch cable connects the engine timing cover to the passenger side strut tower. It shares a mounting bolt with the 14-inch cable that runs from the timing cover to the alternator bracket. It also shares a mounting bolt with the small factory ground on top of the alternator. Once again, be sure to clean all of the connection points before bolting them down, just to ensure a good contact point for the grounding system. Once the 11 and 14-inch cables are loosely installed, go ahead and tighten down the bolts. Here's a look at the complete system, starting with the driver's side strut tower to the top of the throttle body and down to the engine cover bracket mounting location. Then from the alternator to the timing cover, and finally from the timing cover to the passenger side strut tower. And here's one last look at the new battery terminals and negative ground cable. I had to remove the rubber covers on the terminals so that I could push them down far enough to get enough grip on the battery posts. Your experience may vary depending on battery type. Now, my initial impressions are that the idle dip from the fans turning on is not as noticeable. However, the idle dip from the AC compressor engaging is still very noticeable. I do attribute this to more engine load than electrical load, so that may be why I didn't see a difference there. On-road impressions are better low-end around-town acceleration and slightly better throttle response, and it's nice knowing that the car is now well grounded and ready for whatever comes next. I want to take this time to thank Nissanity for sending me a kit to try out and share with all of you. Don't forget the discount code below to save 5% on your next order. Thank you all for your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.